Hello everyone. I want to talk about an unconscious problem that's happening where you may not realize him and it's affecting us and a lot of our young people today now. Or you may not realize him or it is starting to change our mind, our mindset, our values and our principles, something where we should hold down based on our culture and what is imparted, okay? Lo yumi on the basis of our principle as Melanesians and as Papua New Guineans. So, something when we come to realize him is that each culture has its own values. There are some universal values that applies to all cultures, and there's some values and some cultural principles and ways of doing things that are better suited for us as Melanesians or as Papua New Guineans or as a Christian community or society. So this is a very big issue which is lacking in the dark, and a lot of people do not realize it. And I don't think I've heard a lot of people talk about it. I don't think I've heard someone talk about it. So me just like put him out there, and if you brought Papa and Mama, church leaders, and government workers, influencers, if you have that ability to make sure that we help our society, our young people, and those that are coming behind us embrace this before, or come to realize this threat before it gets worse, I would encourage us to do that. So it's about the temporary shift in the emotions that we have. It's about what the algorithm is doing. It's about the social media platforms. I'm going to try to point out some of the things that you may need to sabe long. Now, I'm not specialized in any areas. I just make it part of my life to learn and keep being informed about things. So, with the newest addition to technology, algorithm and AI, we have I serve as a pastor in our church, and we're beginning to lose our young people and the mindset that we should be maintaining. Now, inside the church, by looking at suppose mipla or pastors or leaders of church, before in the times where our fathers and mothers grew up, or maybe in our early times or 90s kids and back, by realizing and early 2000s, you kind of consult your parents, you consult your church leaders, people who are in authority for advice when you go through problems, all this stuff, because the only reliable source of information and the trustworthy source of information that you get advice from is from your community leader, your parents, first of all, your church leaders and all this stuff. And because we tend to that source of authority within our society, we are able to maintain some of the values that are necessary for us to carry on while living in this country. But the issue now with us is that we have come to embrace values that social media and the technological world is suggesting to us. And this is what I mean. Every day as humans, we will go through shift of emotions where you will be at your highest and then you'll be at your lowest, bored times, happy times, different shift in those emotions. But in the shifts of those emotions, who you consult, who you are exposed to, what you are exposed to is important. Is now more important than ever. And this is why when you are at your lowest, you stop the house. Now you feel yourself, I'm at my lowest. Before, but you go outside now, was climbing the wire and play around, and then you get it out of your mind. We go hang out with friends, we just play, we just talk about good things. We kind of you may sabe that it's going to pass. But with the digital world that is here today, when you are at your lowest, that moment there, and pass. It's part of life. Sometimes you will be You'll be feeling lonely sometimes. Certain circumstances will change your mood. Mood swings, you miss it all. The problem is that when that happens now, you decide long, okay, I'll spend time in my room and I'll just go through Facebook. And then you come across a post that suggests something that satisfies your conscience in the current state you are in. Now you like him. The moment you like it, the algorithm sends the message down and it tells your devices that you are satisfied with this kind of post. So once you like him or you react to it or you spend a little bit more time than usual on that particular post or that particular video, it will suggest more. And the more it keeps suggesting videos that justifies the feeling that you are in at the temporary time, it makes it become permanent and it starts changing the way you behave. So something that is supposed to be temporary and make him come up with something that's becoming consolidated now because the algorithm keeps suggesting, and it's not going to stop. You will, by scroll, go next, and you will come to the next video or the next post, and then you will screenshot it. Every single action you saw him satisfy him that feeling, and you screenshot him and you put in the status on him. It suggest him this thing go down. So it reads your mind in a way. It reads your mind that this particular person is in this kind of situation, and this is the type of message he likes to hear to satisfy him. So whether it is in line with the context where you are in, or whether it is in line with the circumstances where you stop long, or the cultural area where you may stop long, it doesn't matter. As long as it satisfies your conscience, it will keep suggesting more, and it will drive those emotions much deeper. Inside the relationship too, one kind. If you see in a relationship, and relationships, it got ups and downs. In the ups and downs of those relationships, do not tend to like pages and social media posts and quotations so that justifying your feeling and your conscience, because a lot of times it will speak about your mind. It becomes the unconscious voice. It becomes the conscious voice in your mind. And a lot of statements that comes out, now you like him, now you keep posting, it drives down the temporary feeling of you being in that state. And it makes it become permanent, it affects your mind, it changes your behavior. And so, the problem now that we have is that a lot of young people now, the parents, this is a time where, this is an era where parents, kids come to you as a parent for advice and say, this, and they don't do that anymore. Or film down really will go to solo Facebook or go to Instagram, and they find videos and TikTok videos, and then they satisfy their conscience with motivational statements, pages that just doesn't even contextualize the culture where you start belonging. The Christian values that you need to embrace, because you need to know that when you are in a vulnerable state in your life where your emotions are shifting, the devil becomes very cunning in the way he plays his game. And when he plays his cards right, he will break bonds, he will break families, he will break relationships, marriages. He's going to destroy your life without you realizing it. So, me just put him this I'm clear, yourself. You are not going to go anywhere with your intentions. The moment you start reacting to something, it may be 1 or 2 or 3 posts, that's all you react them, and then you think it's past. No, with the moment you get back, it suggests that scenario again come to you, and you start feeling that feeling again, and then it's suggesting quotations, videos that people who are, just because they can speak the truth doesn't mean it is right for you. It is right for you. So there's a lot that's going now that if you mean a protective mindset, as Melanesians, as Papua New Guineans, more importantly, as a Christian country, as someone, a family, a child, a kid, a boy or a girl who is grown up under this, you may grow up under these principles and character. It is very easy now to manipulate your behavior, manipulating passing to you, good thinking to you. Some of the values that you may need to embrace him here. All Papa and all Mama and our church leaders, you do not realize that we do not have enough time to spend on counseling. We do not have enough time to spend on helping them come to realize. Just the fact that you think that they are going to school and learning something to change their behavior doesn't justify for the hours and hours of times they spend on their phones, behind Facebook, behind Instagram, behind TikTok. And these things are unconsciously shaping our mindset, creating new patterns where it's changing the way you are. Now you don't realize it, my behavior is starting to change. My passing is starting to change. This is not who I am. And the more you keep reading into these things, the more you keep seeing the perspective where the Western culture suggests, it starts numbing your feeling. I'm numbing you here. I'm numbing feeling with you. It starts numbing all the other aspects of your life where you grow up to embrace. You grow up to embrace, yeah. Now your values, you grow up to embrace him, yeah. And but numb him, and it will desensitize you from all those values, and you start embracing some of the things unconsciously. That what could have been just a temporary shift in emotions where big man and put him inside the body blaming. That when sin came, we have shift in emotions and this lah. The devil has taken advantage of that and walked inside where plenty human are looking, and he is working hard to make sure that these very things, as I said, no come to light, and by destroying plenty good values so you may get as a nation, as a country, as a society, as families growing up, you may come to embrace him plenty of good something. Yeah? And if you may not come to realize him this flowers, it's going to affect us. These things is going to affect us. I spoke with a couple of young people about these things, and all talking to them, hey, Truya, I didn't realize that my life is being dictated by what I've been reading and seeing on Facebook and the short motivational videos about you don't need this person, you don't need, you can be yourself, you can make money, you can do all these things. These are important things of life, but you cannot ignore reality. You cannot ignore reality and the moments that you live in, because it's creating a very sick society that is numbing us to all the important values that our parents and our ancestors have come to embrace, and for us to carry on all these values, you can carry them forward. And so I'm urging you as true young people of Papua New Guinea, as a good woman, as a good man, citizen, be careful with the kind of post you like, you react to. Be careful with the kind of contents that you come to be fascinated about. You probably are seeing it from a fun perspective, and the flip side of the coin is that some of the values you where in real life you try not to portray. You try not to portray so that all man look more. Ideas, but then when you are behind your phone, you're starting to see videos that are all different kind of videos. You're starting to see all this. When you're starting to embrace those things, it's starting to push this inner side of you out there. And time start pushing out now, it starts changing your behavior. And start changing all behavior, So plenty people display something important where me talk long, but it's important that you come to realize that time you may come along realizing what it means to protect our mind. Hey, to protect your mind means you have to read to the right contents, the right materials. You have to filter what you have to filter the pages you follow, filter the videos that you watch or you react to, the comments and the posts that you react to. Because for me no just go react nothing in comments and posts. Something that I know that it's going to fit me for the better. It's going to make me become significant to others, to help others. It will make me become someone who is considerate, who has empathy, who has values. All this was something that me looking on some. These are some things that I want to encourage in my life. These are comments, these are posts that I react to. So it helps me. Okay, it helps. I'm reprogramming the system to help me read into all these other good things where I'm supporting my I'm supporting the values that I want to stand for. So you have to ground yourself first. As a person, you ground your valuably person. What is my values, the values that I want to have? So if you come across a post that you really do not react to it, or do not even spend like 5 more seconds on it. You don't even need to react to it. Just by spending 5 more seconds from the average time we use a scroller. Like every post that you go by, maybe you're talking 3 seconds. And then for that, you took a bit of time to read and digest. It's going to, remember reading, you are kind of interested in it. So it's going to suggest something else to continue to drive that idea down so you understand what it means and you can take it on for yourself. So that's part one on that this important thing we like driving across law. I want us to be conscious, be very mindful of what we put into our minds so that it doesn't dictate. You must be grounded with your own values so that whatever comes around, you ignore and you filter, and whatever you need to major on, you major on. That helps building more values in the society. Thank you for joining me. We'll see each other in the next one when I come for part 2 of this conversation. So thank you. If you want me to talk about some other things that you think necessary for me to talk about, let me know, and I could just maybe read a bit into it, and we can discuss that. Apart from that, have a blessed night, blessed morning, good day to you, and good afternoon to you.